Hello, Mustangs. This is exciting. We are getting ready for another school year, and we wanted to put out a little video to hopefully help answer some questions that are commonly asked during this time of the school year, this time of the summer, and also just give some helpful tips to people that might be new to Wilbur Wright or just returners that forgot some things. So we want to go over a few things here, and hopefully it is helpful. My name is Mr. Jovanovic. I'm the principal here at Wilbur Wright, and again, we've not done this in the past, but we thought it might be helpful, so we're giving it a try. Hopefully you guys like it. I want to start out with our open school dates. So starting on August 7th and going through August 8th, and then again on August 11th and 12th. Students, you and your families can come by Wilbur Wright. The doors will be open. You can walk your schedule. You can find your locker. You can just get acclimated with the building, and that happens from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that is those 4 days. On a couple of those days, we'll have some staff here in the building, so you might get a chance to meet your teachers or at least say hi to Mr. Torres when you see him. So we are excited to keep this really helpful type of thing going. You don't have to have an appointment. You can come as many days as you would like. Our stated goal from the very beginning of the school year, and students, you guys will hear it, parents, you guys will hear it, is that we want to be the best school in the state. So that includes setting up a school that is safe, that is orderly, that is socially productive for our students, but also academically. We're going to challenge our students. We're going to make sure that our expectations are high and that our students have every single tool and capability to meet those expectations, whatever they are. But our goal is to be the best school in the state, and we're not going to stop trying until we get there. People always say that middle school is awkward and is a tough time for kids, and there will be awkward moments. There will be tough moments for you. So we thought one of the ways that we can show you guys that it does get better and that there will be resources there for you at all times is to show you guys our middle school pictures. So here's mine. Marvel at whatever outfit I'm wearing and that sweet mustache. Now this is one of my favorite pictures of all time, and for those of you that see Mr. Torres as that nice, bubbly, happy-go-lucky guy, know that he has this aspect in him, and it's great. So enjoy. Again, does get better. All right, now let's enjoy Miss Laird's middle school picture. Miss Laird is one of my favorite people that I've ever met in my whole life, and I am also slightly scared of her. So we will just take a look at it without comment. And this is what we look like now. So these are the three people that are the administrators in the building, and they will help you with anything you might need from the start of school, before school, after school's out, whatever it is. We are here for you guys. We love you guys. We want you guys to succeed. But here is our administrative team. This is our main office staff. We have Ms. Jovanovic, Ms. Magianis Pacheco, Ms. Metzger, and of course our nurse, Ms. Martin. These are people that are here to help you. If you have any issues, concerns, this is in the main office. You can pop in, ask questions. They're here to help. They're always smiling. They're always friendly. And again, they are here for you. This guy is our favorite. Probably the best SRO to ever exist. Officer Cooley is wonderful. He is helpful. He is kind. And he's here for the students. He's here for when parents have questions as well. But please, when you see him, understand that he's here to keep us safe, but he's also just an amazing human being who is awesome with our kids, and we're excited to have him back. And this is the picture he insists on using. He said if I use anything from middle school or high school that he would be upset with me, and I have to listen to him because he is a police officer. First day of school is right around the corner. I know that some of you guys are looking forward to it, and others maybe not as much. I know we're looking forward to it, and you guys better get ready because it's coming. We're ready or not. So when you guys come to the school, sixth graders, you guys will go to the cafeteria. When you get to the cafeteria, you'll see each table will be labeled with an advisory teacher. When you get to the cafeteria, go to that table and have a seat. We will have web leaders along with our guidance staff, along with our admin staff, making sure that you're in the right place. And then from there, we will actually walk you guys to your advisory class. We'll have our web leaders, our 8th grade web leaders, walk you to that class. So there's no need to be worried. There's no need to have any kind of uncertainty. If you are not sure what your advisory is, there will be adults there to help you through that. 7th and 8th graders, you will make your way down to the main gym and you will sit down on our brand new bleachers. So everybody is very excited about that. You guys will sit down there. When the bell rings, you will then go to advisory. So more to come on that. Our first day of school schedule is as follows. So you guys will all go to your morning spots, then you will be dismissed to advisory and go through your entire schedule. You'll notice 6th, 7th, and 8th grade are listed right there. If you ever get confused on where to go, please just ask an adult. We will be all over the place those first few days, but that is our first day of school schedule. Our second day of school will also be a traditional day, meaning you will see all of your classes, but because it's a Thursday, it will be a late start. So your bus will get there about 20 minutes or 25 minutes later than usual, more from transportation to come on that. And then you guys will go to your advisory and then 1st through 7th period. Advisory will be very short on those days, but we will have a regular Thursday late start. Every Thursday through the year, unless we make an announcement otherwise, will be a late start. And at Wilbur Wright, our day starts at 8:15 on those days, and it does end at the normal time of 2:50. The third day of school is just like the first day of school. We're going to do a traditional day on the third day of school. So we'll have 3 straight days where you will see your advisory and then 1st through 7th period classes. During those first 3 days of school, we will be talking to our students quite a bit about expectations and things that they need to know to be successful here at Wilbur Wright. We'll go over procedures, we'll go over how to handle passing periods, before school, after school, lunch behavior, all kinds of different things, and that will happen in each class. So it'll start in advisory, and then 1st period through 7th period, the teachers will talk about something specific to make sure that our students understand those expectations. A very popular topic here at Wilbur Wright is food, and that goes for our students, our staff, and our parents, trying to make sure that we have food and we have our accounts all set up properly. You can set up your account when you register your student, and that is through our school website. But also, please don't hesitate to ask questions about what to do for lunch. We have a ton of our students that bring lunch to school, and what I would suggest is having a bag of lunch, but then a little cooling device, whatever you have, a little ice pack, to make sure that the lunch is okay through the day. We do not have a microwave for students to use, so keep that in mind. Outside of that, those first few days of school, we understand that lunch takes a long time. It takes longer than as they get ready and get going. One of the things that we advise is that all of our students memorize their student ID, because that's how they're going to check out with our cafeteria workers when they're ready to buy their lunch. So again, remember your student ID. There's a little notepad there, a little keypad, and you'll punch in your student account number and then move on. But we understand those first few days take a while. So if your student comes to school and goes to lunch and it takes a long time, they will be able to sit and finish their meal. If they come home on that first day and they say, "Oh my gosh, I felt rushed," please tell them to stick it out and wait and take their time eating their lunch. Again, we understand, especially those first 3 days, it takes a little bit longer than normal. Once we get into the groove of things, then they'll be fine and they'll have plenty of time. Please no DoorDash, please no Uber Eats. And then if you are a student or a family that would qualify for free or reduced lunch, we understand that our book fees don't exist anymore. So some people are not filling out that free and reduced assistance plan. So please do that when you're doing your registration. We also have that paperwork through our website, because some people were paying for lunch and they really shouldn't be, because they qualify for those programs. When they get to the lunchroom, it is by grade level. And so you will sit down. There are no assigned seats. 6th graders, 7th and 8th graders, you guys should know this drill. But if you are new to our school, you'll go to lunch, you'll sit down, and then we will dismiss you table by table. All right, lockers. This is a huge topic for our 6th graders, but I want it to be a huge topic for everybody. We need to use our lockers. We highly encourage students to use their lockers. Sometimes we get nervous early on how to use them and how to do the combinations and all that kind of stuff, but we need to use our lockers. Our classrooms are small if everybody brings all of their stuff to every class. If you are a student that is also a part of a club or a sport after school and you have a second bag for that sport, please talk to your coach about where you can store that backpack. Every one of our teachers understands that you guys are busy and have things going on. Utilize your lockers. There's plenty of time for you to go to your locker, drop things off, put that second backpack in there. We should not have a ton of things in the classroom all the time. Again, utilize your lockers. You guys will have plenty of time to try those combos out and make sure that you guys are using your lockers. All right, extracurricular activities. Some of them will start right here at the beginning of the school year. There will be call outs that will happen through the announcements through our Sunday message. All students that participate in those events need to have a physical on file. So in the fall here for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, we have cross country. For 8th graders, we have football. For 7th and 8th graders, we have volleyball. And so those things happen right away, but we also have call outs for a lot of things that happen here around the school. So just pay attention. I think we do a good job of getting that information out. It's up to you guys to find that information and listen to the announcements and read the Sunday message to make sure that you guys are signing up at the right time. Again, all students that are involved in sports need to have a physical. We also have information at the tall table in the cafeteria. We'll have that hanging off of the tall table. So swing by whenever you guys have questions. Please just ask an adult. We'll tell you guys when those things start and when those call outs happen. All right, let's transition back to arrival and dismissal. We want our students to be safe and we want our parents and families to know what to do and where to go. So students that have never ridden the bus before and never been dropped off at Wilbur Wright, you guys will get dropped off at door E. That is in what we call the back of the school, but on the west side of the school. And if you are being dropped off by a parent or family member by car, that will happen at door D. The next slide will show you where that is, and I'll talk a little bit about when you are getting dropped off, where to go. If you are dropped off late, you will go to door A because all the other doors will be locked and you'll have to sign in with our attendance secretary. It is so much easier to understand if you could actually see it. In the morning, if you are a bus rider, you will get dropped off there at door E. On the west side of our building, you'll walk right in, and that is our cafeteria. If you are dropped off by car, you will enter through door D. Word of note and warning, please be careful in the morning when you get here. You have to get here early, especially early on in the year, get your timing right. But please follow all rules, road rules that would apply in a general setting to our parking lot. We also have a couple of rules. Please do not cut through parking spots. If 2 spots are open and you feel like you can cut through, do not do that. That is a dangerous maneuver. We have had people ticketed for that in the past. Please don't do that. And then when you're leaving the lot, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, you have to turn south on Columbia. You cannot turn north on Columbia. After school, you can pick up your student at that door D or the north side of the building. You could also pick them up at door E after school. Just be aware that the road 35th after school is blocked off for buses, so you have to take the route that we will show you here in the next slide. Bus riders, you will walk straight out of door H or door E, and the map is there for you. You can see it, and you will walk through the tennis courts, and that's where your buses will be lined up. The first few days of school, we will have your bus assignments told to you right before school ends. But then when you come outside, if you get confused in any kind of way, myself, Miss Laird, Mr. Torres, we will all be out there making sure that you guys are getting on the correct bus. And our bus drivers those first few days are very patient with our students. So we get you to the right bus and you will get home safely. All right, thank you. If you live on the south side or west side of Wilbur Wright, this is the route that we suggest if you would like to drop off your student or pick them up after school. This is a little bit easier than going all the way around on Calumet, up Columbia. It just is a lot easier to do it in that fashion. So if you live on that side of town, I'd try this for a couple of days and see if it works out for you. I know. Everybody's excited, everybody's ready, but we still have to put some finishing touches on our schedules. And please understand, once those are released, there are some things that could change. We are still balancing classes so that we don't have 100 kids in one section and 4 kids in the next section of the same class. So please be patient with us. We will get these out to you guys. We'll send an email that those are open and you guys will be able to see them soon. These are just some frequently asked questions. If you have others, please reach out to us. We are happy to help. So a lot of questions, especially if you are a 6th grader or you're coming from a different district. Yes, we do have recess that happens for about 10 minutes at the end of lunch. The first few days of school, we try to get everybody lunch and try to figure out how to get lunches. So sometimes we do not have recess the first few days of school, but then once we get in the groove of lunch, you will have recess. The second thing here is there is no supply list for middle school. Each course is a little bit different and each student has a little bit of a different course. So they will give you recommended supplies once the school year starts. I would suggest just getting the basics for your student. So a folder for each class, a notebook for each class, something like that, pen, pencil, so that they can take notes for the day. And we highly encourage getting an agenda as well. PE here at Wilbur Wright does not have uniforms. Okay, so your PE teachers, if you are taking PE, will explain the process to you and what that looks like and what they allow and don't allow for PE during the day. And they will give you a little bit more direction on what that looks like as the school year starts. And finally, I know I had it on one of the other slides, but I want to mention every single day our doors open at 7:30 a.m. And so anybody that gets dropped off before that, unfortunately, the doors will not open for them. So please plan to drop your student off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Thank you. We are pleased to announce our 6th grade orientation for our students that are coming in from our 5th grades. And any student that is new, we will be doing our web orientation, and this stands for Where Everybody Belongs. And this is led by our 8th grade students and Miss Peluso and Miss Ogle. That will happen on August 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. and you will drop off your student at door E and pick them up back at door E at 7 p.m. This is a great way for the students to get to know our building, get to know some of the other students, the 8th grade students, or their 6th grade students, and a bunch of teachers do volunteer for this event. You'll get to know Mr. Torres and Miss Laird and myself a little bit during that evening, but that will happen on August 6th. So come on out if you're an incoming 6th grader or if you are new to Wilbur Wright. All right, thank you guys so much for sticking this out. This ended up going way longer than I thought, and that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes I talk way too much, I'm so sorry. But I wanted to get some information out to you guys. Hopefully you found this helpful. If it was, please drop us a line and say like, hey, this was helpful. Because if it was, we'll do this forever. We'll do this next summer so that people get an idea of some of the first days of school and how to help your student, also for students to get to know us a little bit and understand what those first 3 days of school will look like. Outside of that, if you guys have questions, send us an email. Come to our open school days. We want to get to know you guys. We want to talk to you guys. Give us a phone call, whatever it takes to get in touch with us if you guys do have questions or concerns. Outside of that, go Mustangs. We're so excited about the 25-26 school year. See you guys soon. Take care. Bye.